First of all, thank you, Ken, for having us out. We always appreciate getting out and about and talking about Tulane football and what we've got going on. I came in with Coach Fritz 4 years ago, and one of Coach Fritz's stated goals, we don't want to build just a winning team, but we want to build a winning program. And we think we're on the way to doing that. Obviously, we're not there yet, but we are on the way. We've made tremendous strides in the last 4 years. Obviously, we've had two fine young men from the respective schools here with Roderick Teamer and Jamyron James on our roster. And one of the things we wanted to do when we came in here, one of our stated goals, we wanted to have Division I football players that were great academic students and that could do it all in the iconic destination city of New Orleans. Because most of us coming in on the staff had not been here before, and as we embraced the city and people embraced us back, we found out what a special place it is. And as we recruit around the country, we found out that if you get that special person, it really makes a difference. And locally, I can't comment on specific individuals, but obviously we feel very strongly about our recruiting class this year and the amount of local guys we have coming into our program. And we appreciate the way the coaches have embraced us. We're open. Coaches come to our spring practice quite regularly. I believe we had 150 coaches attend spring practice last spring. So it's wide open that way. And we really we appreciate the relationships we have with the high school coaches. And we're a little bit like what Coach Bunny said with his program. We try to develop young men so when they go out in the world, they're set to take on their next career. We don't have a lot of NFL players on our roster right now. We do have a lot of guys that are getting looks, but our main goal is to win games and graduate people, and we think we're doing that in good shape. So again, we're really excited about what we've got going on. We're 5-1 on the season at the halfway mark. We do hit the tough part of our schedule now. We have Memphis this week. Following this week, we travel to Navy, which is always a tough game. We come home for Tulsa. We have a bye week. Then we go to Temple. We come home and play Central Florida, and then we finish up the season at SMU. So we're certainly in the heavy part of our schedule, but we like where we're at. We try to take one game at a time. I know typical coach speak, but one of our things is long-term goals and short-term focus. And that's really what we're trying to do every week. We feel we're getting better and better as we go, and we're going to try to continue in that mode as we go into Memphis this next weekend. So with that being said, Ken, we appreciate everything you do. Obviously, we follow everything closely with the scores, weekly, monthly, daily, everything that you do, and we're very appreciative of that. And with that being said, I'll open it up to any questions that anyone might have. But again, we certainly appreciate being here.
Questions, anyone? Appreciate it.
Outstanding. Everybody can get back to work then, and we'll be good to go. But go ahead.
I think you guys have done an excellent job, obviously, recruiting locally and out of state. One of the guys who I played with is with money, J.D. McCleskey. His son Jalen has done a great job coming in. But just the fact that you guys can you talk about how Coach Fritz has turned from an option team into a passing team? I think that's been a great guy to help pick up the numbers.
Certainly, thank you. And one thing I did want to point out with Coach J.J. McCleskey joining our staff 2 years ago, he's now in our second year. On our coaching staff, a lot of people, when they go into homes, they talk about the recruiting family and things like that. Well, between our 10 full-time coaches, myself in recruiting, and 2 or 3 other people on our recruiting staff, on our analysts, we've got a staff of about 20 people. And out of those people, I believe the stat is 17 of us, something like that, or excuse me, something around 70% of us have been with Coach Fritz for 8 years or more. So it's a staff that's been together a long period of time. We've only had 2 coaches leave since we've been here. In addressing your question, changing to the multiple offense that we've gone to, the reason Coach did that, we felt that we had a number of playmakers at running back and at wide receiver, and we felt that the possibility of getting those guys the ball more in space and being a little more diverse predicated that. If you watch us, I think this past week, and in most weeks we'll have 5 running backs get 5 or 6 touches. We'll have 3 or 4 wide receivers get targeted 5 or 6 times. And then some of our running backs will have 3 or 4 catches out of the backfield as well. So we felt we had playmakers that we could get into space, and that was the reason for changing to a little bit more diversified attack, as well as having a quarterback that could get the ball to those people. So that was the reason for it. We felt we had the playmakers, and with diversifying the offense a little bit, we felt it gave us a much more multiple look against the defensive unit.
Yep.
Again, we appreciate the time. As we said, we're always open to the high school coaches coming in. We appreciate being here in New Orleans. Anything we can do, let us know. Thank you.